Hello, hello. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing? Sorry, I have to fix my hair because it's... I don't know, whatever. Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome to a new stream, okay? Today is Monday, new week. So, here we are back for more Voyager dev, okay? Today is going to be a really short stream, and I will maybe stream for an hour or something like that. So yeah, it's been a bit hard to make like significant progress in the game for the past week, and well, maybe this week is going to be maybe similar, but yeah, it is how it is. I guess we are going to be we're gonna have to deal with this until I get to, I don't know, to spend more time on stream. I don't know when that's going to be possible, because right now, like I said, I have a full-time job, and I always stream after I finish working. And yeah, I can't really go further than just 1 or 2 hours, maybe a little more than 2 hours sometimes. So yeah, that's how things are for now. At some point I don't know, we might get some more time for the stream, but right now I try to give it all, well, like for the little time I have. Let me check my audio really quick. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much it. So let's start. Okay. So this is what we have as our current tasks. Okay. So we already have. Oh yeah. Let me show you really quick. I will basically show you what we have been doing. Hey Lou. How you doing? Hello. Welcome to the stream. So we basically have this, which is the basic system for getting close to a planet. Okay, and now here we can see the UI that shows the planet name. Okay, and we also can see the input that we have to press to land. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now I noticed that I was using the interact input in the code, but here I am showing the down arrow, like the down input. So yeah, it's not like accurate because I'm not using the down input. I'm using the interact input, which is another button. So you can see there we hold the input for a little bit, and then the scene fades, the screen fades, and we cannot see anything because there's an error and there's some stuff I have to fix. But the scene did load, so you can see here. Okay, the scene is running and everything is running, but there's a lot of errors here, which in reality, all of these errors are from the camera, and they always like break whenever something breaks that doesn't let the rest of the code run. So yeah, this is basically the error that we are going to be fixing today. Okay, so that's basically what we need to do. Well, I think we are going to be fixing a lot of things because there's a number of things that we need to do. Okay, first of all, when we are loading the planet and like changing the scene, what's happening is we are not like storing, like saving the planet data, like the actual data of the planet we're landing on is not being saved anywhere. So the data is in the planetary system scene, but whenever we change the scene, the new scene, the planet scene, doesn't know anything about the planet we wanted to land on. So I basically need to just save that information of the planet and then just use it, like just load that data in the planet scene. Okay, so in reality that's actually what's happening, but like on the planet side, so planet system, this is a script that manages the planet related things, okay, in the planet scene. So this script, whenever it initializes, so this is being called by the game engine script. This is a singleton that is basically there, like it is persistent for every like for every scene, okay? So this script is the one in charge of initializing everything whenever the scene loads, okay? So whenever the planet scene loads, this script, which is basically like the manager of the planet, let's put it like that, has this init function where it basically initializes everything, okay? It does whatever it's needed for initializing this planet and the systems and whatever. So I have this planet system script, okay? And then there's another script called planet. So yeah, I think I should be like migrating everything to one script, or maybe yeah, I don't know. I would be changing that at some point. For now, I just have it like this. This way, it just works for me. So you can see here at the very beginning of the method of the init function, we have load data, okay? Or data, I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway. You can see here that I have this test mode thing, which is for basically just whenever we load into the planet scene, I can have a test thing defined, so like a preset or something like that, because remember that everything is generated in runtime. So whenever we enter this planet, if this is the first time we entered the planet, everything is going to be generated like in the moment. Not everything, but like some of the information. Some of the information was like generated before in the planetary system. So the generation, let me just show you like a little drawing. So let's say you're in the menu, okay? First time playing. Okay, this is the sequence of generation of the things in the game. So you're in the menu, okay? When you're in the menu, you can go to the yeah, let's make it downwards. So when you're in the menu, you go to the save, like to start game, okay? Start or play, whatever name I gave to the button, or state or whatever. You hit play, then you go to the save screen. Well, it's not the save screen, it's like the save slots. Okay, then, okay, so this is the save slots. Then from here, whenever you choose, like, let's say you choose empty, meaning you start a new game, okay? So yeah, I guess it could be easier to explain if I just say new game here. Or maybe not, because yeah. So I think this is fine. So whenever you are in the menu, you hit play, and then you enter like the typical menu where you can see like the save slots there, and maybe you already have a save game or not. But let's say you choose an empty one, so you start a new game, okay? Then here the universe, okay, the universe starts being generated. So here is where the universe is generated. there are some rules, some things that are going to be generated in your universe, and that depends on the seed. So you have a seed, okay? I'm writing everything with the mouse, so that's terrible, but whatever. So the universe has a seed, okay? And whenever the seed is selected, we generate a universe. That universe is going to generate a constellation, okay? So constellation. I'm not going to write the whole thing. So we generate the constellation, okay? And that constellation is going to generate the stars, okay? And those stars, so it's going to generate the stars, but you're going to be in one of those. I cannot draw. So current. Okay. So you're going to be in one of those stars. And that star is going to generate planets. It's planets. Okay. So you can already see that there's like there's a sequence, okay? And everything is going to be generated in that sequence, like it's top to bottom, okay? So when the universe is generated, it's going to generate a new constellation. That constellation is going to generate its stars. Those stars are not going to be fully generated. They have some basic information that's going to be generated, but the whole information, like actually the planets and the whatever, like it's not going to be generated, because imagine if I had to generate everything, like every single planet of every single star of every single constellation. That's like just impossible. So like so basically we generate one thing at a time, and we generate only the things that we go to. So for example, all of this is being generated because we are in one of the planets, okay? Okay, so we have, again, we have our current planet. So I'm just going to remove this so that doesn't look like a planet. Okay, so we're in a current star and we are in a current planet, okay? We have our current planet, which is the planet we are on. Like when we start a new game, we're already in a planet. So, like I said, constellation has a number of stars, but those stars are going to be generated in a basic shape, like in a basic form, where only some of the information of the star is going to be generated. Then whenever you enter one of the stars, that star is going to finish generating all of the rest of the things, okay? So how many planets, like each planet is going to start generating some of the basic information of themselves, okay? So then whenever you enter one of the planets, that planet is going to finish implementing, like finish generating all of the, like the rest of the things. So it's all sequential and circumstantial. Is that a correct word? I don't know if that word exists, but things are going to be generated as you need to. So there's no reason for me to generate every single star with every single planet in its fullest form, because like I said, it's not optimal, and it doesn't make any sense to do that. So where was I going with all this? And that's the big question. So basically, the thing here is that whenever I load here, Oh yeah, so I was trying to explain why I have this test mode. So remember I was explaining that I have this universe and like everything is being generated, blah blah blah. So imagine that, so for example, when you're in the menu, you go here, you select new game, all of this is going to be generated, and you're going to be here in the planet, okay? You're going to be there in the planet scene. You're going to be already in a planet, so all of this is going to be generated, but only one constellation, which is the one you're in, only one star is going to be fully generated, which is the current star you're in, and only one of the planets is going to be fully generated, which is the planet you're on, okay? Or in, I don't know. So it's important to understand this because like that means that whenever you enter a new game, you're already in this scene, in the planet scene, so you start the gameplay there. But let's say that you're in the planetary system scene, that it means that you can go to any of the planets. And the thing is, for things to be generated, like for example, if I so in this scene, this could be a good example. So the planetary system scene, you can see that every time I hit play, I'm generating a new star with like its planets. Okay, so you can see here we have 4 planets, 2 of them are like medium size and 2 of them are small size. I'm going to hit play again. Okay, I end play mode and I enter again, and then here you're going to see, okay, planets are like positioned differently, then there's 3 small planets and 1 medium planet. Okay, perfect. Now I exit and enter again. Okay, and here you're going to see that we have a new star. Okay, there's a really small planet, and then there's a really big one and a medium-sized one. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing. Is whenever I hit play here, I'm generating a new random star in a new random constellation. So this is not consistent. If I want to test something in the same system, I have to create some presets so that it doesn't generate procedurally. Okay, so the same thing happens in the planet scene. So whenever I go to the planet scene, I need to generate a planet so that it has all of the data that's needed for the terrain and the sky and the whatever things are in the planet are going to be generated based on the planet data. Okay, so when I go from this scene, I already know, because when I hit play here from this planetary system scene, the planets are already being generated. So I know there's 4 planets that have some basic information, and whenever I go to any of those planets, okay, so I go to this one, this planet already has a name and has some information, some data. Okay, so then when I land, this is going to load into the planet scene, and then the planet is already generated, so I have the information. But what happens when I hit play from the planet scene? I have to generate a constellation, a random constellation, then a random star, then a random planet. Okay, so I have to generate everything so that planet knows where it is. It needs to be inside a star, and that star needs to be inside a constellation. So that's basically the structure of the things that get generated here. So that's why I'm using presets, but also this is what I'm checking if I'm in test mode. But the thing is, then if I'm not in test mode, it means that I already know the actual actual planet info, the planet data. So I'm going to load it. Okay, So you can see here, planet.setProperties is going to be GameEngine.Engine.SavedUniverse.CurrentPlanetProperties. So I already have a save system where I'm saving the things and yeah, so yeah, basically what I need to do is here in the Planetary System Manager, whenever I start landing, I have this code, okay, which is finish creating data, and then I have this start properties.save, okay. But there's an issue here. I'm having an error here that I have to fix. So yeah, if I get this to work, I think this should also work, but I don't know. So yeah, so basically those are my tasks today. I have to finish creating the planet data and save it to current universe, and then check what's broken in planet sim when we load in, okay? So first of all, you can see here that instead of saving into the universe, I'm saving to the star properties, which is like before the star was the thing that contained all of the information, but now it's like universe, then it's the constellation, then it's the star, and then it's the planet. So in the hierarchy of like information, the first thing is the universe, and yeah, so now the thing is, this is fine because I don't want to be saving the whole universe whenever I make a little change. I only need to be saving, well, I don't know, let's think about this. Like, if there's like a minimal change, whenever I save, yeah, I think I should be doing this because maybe I need to save the whole universe. Actually, this is doing that actually. So you can see save universe, save this. So you can see here I have a current star field, current constellation properties, current star properties, and current planet properties. So yeah, you can see that I'm actually, oh yeah, it seems like I can remove that. That's cool. Okay, whatever. So you can see that I'm saving always. I have a reference to the current thing I am in. So in the case of the constellation, you can see here I have a current constellation, and I'm saving like all of this. Now there's like, I think the issue here is that you can see there's 0 references to the current constellation properties. So I think I should be saving that first, because you can see that whenever I try to access the current star, so the UID, for example, in definition planet. So here, for example, I have this. I have a reference to the star that the planet belongs to. So that reference, well, this is just accessing the current constellation properties. And this, like, is not being saved. All I'm saving is the star. And what I think should happen is that I should be saving the current star, that like the current constellation too. So I just need to see how I am just, yeah, how I'm saving everything. So this save is going to save current star properties equals save universe. So I'm saving the universe here. So So yeah, I'm trying to understand what I'm doing here because this is really old. This code, all of this system and everything, I basically just I did this like a couple years ago, and yeah, I should start like refactoring a lot of this. So I'm trying to think like what the best way of saving everything is actually. So what I'm seeing now is that whenever I save, like I say start properties.save, I think I should also save the, like what I'm thinking is there should be only one save thing, like one save function, so that everything is saved. So save system, save data. Okay, so I think I should basically just create a new method here called just save. And here, since I have a reference to the current universe, I think I should, yeah, saved universe. So this, yeah, load game data, blah, blah, blah. So I should say saved universe dot save. Okay. Okay, so here I have this, which, like, okay, I'm trying to think what's the smartest way to do this actually. It's like you can see here I have to set the current. Okay. I don't really know actually. So I have a current star field, current constellation, current star, current planet. And like maybe all of that could be inside just one of this. Like maybe like universe has current star field and star field has current constellation. Yeah, and then constellation has the current star. So I think it should be like that. Actually, instead of having this like this way. Yeah, I think that's actually like the best way to do this. So yeah, and I also think that this is the moment where I should be doing this. So I'll try doing this now. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to remove all of this. Okay, so here okay, now I have this save, and this save universe I should receive this. Okay, and then I should be doing this here. I should not be calling that. Well, yeah, save data this. Then I have this get start properties by seed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to start naming things differently. So let me see. Let me see how I can do this. So I'm just going to say current star field or C star field. Yeah, whatever. Current star field. In fact, this is not current star field because star field is just one. There's just one star field. Okay. Okay. So yeah, here instead of doing this, I should be receiving. Yeah, I'm just going to remove. Yeah, not that. I'm going to remove this. And here, I don't want to be like doing this because Starfield is going to be created at some point, which is here, new, okay, and the lemur, this is where the universe gets created. So when am I doing that? In the game engine. Okay, so yeah, here is where I should be using the first seed. So new universe, here I should be receiving, actually this should be properties also, so they should be lemur. And what's wrong with this? Whatever, so I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to say generate constructor. And now here I can do this. Okay, perfect. Now save universe. I'm going to call it save. Okay. And here I'm going to pass in the current constellation. So constellation.properties. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I need to do. Trying to think. Because like what I'm thinking is that this way I'm only going to be saving the current constellation only. Hey Ciala, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So in this case, yeah, I think that if I do this, I'm just going to be saving the current constellation, and maybe I do want to save the current star field. But yeah, in any case, what I'm going to be changing here is just yeah, I think this is fine. So let me just close everything here, and I'm going to open definition star field. Okay, and then here I'm going to have a current constellation. Okay, now this is not going to exist anymore. Get constellation by UID. Okay, that's good. And now I need to save the current constellation. Okay, that's good. So now I can say current constellation equals current constellation. Okay, and this is going to save everything. Okay. Now, current constellation is going to have the information about the current star, and star is going to have the information about the current planet, and so on. Okay, so that's the chain, basically. Sort of like a chain or something like that. So here, get star properties by seed. I need to say, yeah, so first of all, I need to know which constellation like, because stars belong to constellations. So I cannot just simply do this. Instead, I should know like the... Okay, so constellation UID, I guess. Or yeah, ID, whatever. So get constellation properties by UID. Okay. So I have the constellation ID and then the star seed. So here, what I'm going to do is say star field dot get constellation by UID, constellation ID, and then here I'm going to get the star properties by seed. Okay, so this gets star properties by seed. Now, what the hell is happening? Constellation ID. Why is this not working? Oh, I'm using uint. Okay, perfect. So yeah, to get a star, you need to know which constellation you're searching in. Then get planet properties. So this is basically the same thing, but like more into the chain. So this would be basically the same thing I did here. Okay. And here I'm going to do, well, yeah, I guess here I should do this, which is already doing the same thing. And then here I should do get star properties by seed. That's perfect. But first I need to pass this. So yeah, this is getting a bit ridiculous. Yeah, that's perfect actually. Now this is fixed. Okay. Now that this makes sense. Perfect. So now I can say lemur here. And that's great. That's actually great. Okay, so here the seed, I'm basically going to, for now, use the game seed. So game seeds. I have this game seed and I'm basically like the first seed, I'm setting it to whatever. This is my number. And this is the seed that everyone's going to have, so that shouldn't be this way. I should get the seed randomly from, for example, one interesting thing could be to get the actual, like the current time. Okay, so for example, we said, okay, what's the time right now? Today is 4 of August 2025, and it's 4:53 p.m. So that's, you can use that information as a seed, basically. That's possible, and that is really good because if you want a random seed, of course we're using pseudo-random things like systems and algorithms, but if you want a random seed every time, you can use that because that's going to be unique every time. Okay. The actual date is going to be always unique. If you use like you use year, month, day, that's not like that repeats every time, but not the year though. The year is not repeating like never. So you can use basically year, month, day, but you can say, okay, what happens when like 10 players create a new save in the same day? They're going to get the same seed because the day is going to last for 24 hours. So then you use you would use yeah, so it would be year, month, day, hour, minute, second, and you can even go even further, like millisecond. So that's going to be really like, that's going to be unique. And yeah, so it's really unlikely that two players are going to have the same seed, or like like two players having the same seed, like a coincidence, is not the problem. That shouldn't be a problem. It's not a problem. What is a problem is the same player getting the same seed twice, like twice in a row. For example, I create a new game now, and then a couple minutes after or later, I just create a new one. So, and I get the same universe and the same generation. That's a problem, but it shouldn't happen if we use that that kind of random thing as a seed, such as the date and time, the current date and time. But then I also want the players to be able to choose like their seed if they want to. Like they can generate a new universe, whatever, but also they can go into the settings, or I will like allow the players to change the settings and use a specific seed, the same way that Minecraft does, which I think it's pretty good, because if you really like one seed, like one type of generation, you can just go there and that's going to be great. And yeah, I could use the same seed like every time, which could be really interesting now that I think about it. Imagine like we only have one seed and every player like will be experiencing the game in this same exact way, but then it will be different, like based on the players their like choices. So for example, the way this works right now, you know that we generate the universe and then we generate all of this so that you're in a planet. So when we generate this with the same seed, this is going to be the same always at the start. But let's say that this star has like 4 planets, okay? So what's going to happen is, if you, for example, let's say you start on this planet, let's say you choose to go here, then the random generation system I'm using is by sequence. So every time you run like a new call for getting a new random number, if you use the same seed every time, the numbers that are generated are going to be the same always. Like the sequence is going to be the same. So you don't know what the next number is going to be. So let's say the first number is 3, then the second number is 48, okay? The third number is 74, and so on, okay? You don't know what the next number is going to be, but once you generated it, you know that in the 4th call of a random number, you're going to get that specific number. So I know that the 3rd time that I call the random generation for the number, I'm always going to get this 74 value if I use the same seed. So that's the fun thing about using seeds. So what I'm trying to explain is, let's say player number 1 chooses to go here. When you enter a planet, there's a lot of things that are going to be generated, so that's going to do a specific sequence of generation. But let's say that player number 2 or whatever other player chooses to go to this planet instead, then everything is going to change from there. Like the playthrough is going to be different because there's generation in runtime. And I actually think that that's really interesting, because if you always do the same things and go to the same places like in the same moment and do the same sequence of events, you're going to always get the same results. But if you change one step, and instead of in step 3, instead of going to this planet, you go to this one, everything that generates after that is going to be random. I don't know, that's a really cool thing. It's really interesting, but I don't know if I want to do that for this game. So for now, I think that I'm going to just generate a random seed every time you hit a new game, you enter a new universe. But you can also use like a custom seed. You can set the seed if you want. Hey bread monsters, how you doing? I got huge amazing news. That's pretty good. So what's the news about? Tell me. That's really good. Okay, so here, yeah, whatever. So now here I'm just going to use the game seed. So here I can see all of the references. Let me see where else I'm using it. So utilities, random. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to use what do I need here? Is this a... oh, it's a lemur, so I have to say lemur. Okay. Okay, good. So I'm just going to do that. That should work. And now here, I'm getting an Oculus Quest 2 in Wednesday. Oh, that's really good. Oh man, that's amazing. That's really cool. You know, I only used like a VR set once in my life, and it was like, yeah, thanks. Oh, no problem. That's pretty good. Like a co-worker or like a colleague in the previous company I was working on had an Oculus Quest, I think, or I don't know, one of the Oculus VR sets. He had one of them, and we did like a party, like an end of year party in the office, and he brought that Oculus the VR headset to the office, and they set up like PCs and everything to play with that, and they had like Half-Life Alyx, which is like Half-Life is one of my favorite games, like PC games. And I've never played Alyx, but actually I just played for like a couple minutes. I didn't play for long, but I tried it and that was so good. That was amazing. But yeah, it's really expensive for me to just buy it just for that one game, because I'm not really interested in VR games, but it's really cool. But yeah, I don't know. The only game I'm really interested in playing is Half-Life Alyx, and yeah, I don't know. I also don't have space for that. So it's my dream to have an Oculus Quest, and it became true. That's really cool. Congrats. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so what else are you oh yeah, Constellation, not Starfield. Okay, so current Constellation. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so now whenever I want to save anything, I just need to say universe, and I just save it and blah blah blah. So I think that's great. So Bread Monsters, do you have any game you're going to try to be playing? Do you like Half-Life Alyx at all? I think that game is just incredible. I did play a couple other games in VR that day. Well, no, I think I also used it a couple other times in the office too, because my colleague like brought the VR set a couple times to the office. So One of them I played, what's the name? It's something like Hot. I can't remember, but it's a really simple game where you shoot and it's like slow motion and stuff like that. And then I also played Pavlov, which is kind of like a Counter-Strike for VR. I'm gonna play Rec Room and Gorilla Tag and The Lab and more. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Sounds great. By the way, your shirt is like an old TV buffer. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to tell you what's the problem with my shirt. So I have a chroma in my overlay. So basically my overlay, let me see, how can I show you this? Well, I think it shouldn't be hard. This. So you see this? This is the configuration of my overlay thing. Well, not this, it's the filters. So you can see here, I have a chroma key for green. Yeah, exactly, it's a green screen. So if I turn this off, you can see my overlay has a green screen there where the screen should go. So the thing I do is just chroma the green, and then I just put the screen there. So if I hide my overlay, you can see there's my screen. Like I'm capturing both the overlay and also the screen in OBS. So yeah, I turned on the screen there, for example. And what's happening is that this shirt, I just realized I was thinking about that earlier, but I forgot. And it's been almost an hour since I started the stream. So whatever. But like, but this shirt is like turquoise. It's not green, but it's not blue. So yeah, whatever. I'm just too lazy to change now, and I have a glitchy effect. You can see now I have a noise effect. By the way, do you know if I can use my glasses for the Oculus Quest, or can I see from the Oculus Quest without glasses or not? Because I see blurry and double. Will there be a problem? That's a good question, actually. I don't remember if I was using glasses or not. I actually can't remember. It was like 3 years ago, so... Yeah, I honestly can't remember. I think that... I don't know, but maybe the headset has some kind of like tuning thing where you can like focus the screen. Like, I don't know, but I'm not completely sure. Maybe I'm making up stuff. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know, but maybe there's different versions, maybe, and maybe the one that you got could have that kind of thing. It says on Google, yes, people with glasses can use the Oculus Quest 2, now Meta Quest 2. The headset comes with a glasses spacer that can be used to create more room for glasses frames inside the headset. Okay, however, the fit can be tight, and it's recommended to check your glasses frame dimensions against the spacer's compatibility. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So yeah, it makes more sense. Like, now that I think about it, it's dumb for the thing to have like actual things for your kind of like sight issues, because like every person will have like different like eyes, like I don't know the terms in English, but you know what I mean. So for example, in my glasses, these are for like resting, like they have like really low increase, or like I don't know the words for this kind of thing, but the technical words, but Basically I have like more, like, is it augment? I don't know, for the right eye than for the left one, but it's really, really low. It's like 0.25 or something like that. It's just so that I rest my eyes. I don't force too much my eyes. Say it in Spanish. Yeah, you're right. I could probably just say it in Spanish. Wait 1 minute. So, yeah, okay. Sí, lo voy a decir en español porque en inglés no sé bien los términos, pero lo que me refiero es que, por ejemplo, es como raro que el visor del Oculus tenga aumento, porque cada persona va a tener cosas distintas en su ojo. Algunos tienen miopía, otros tienen, ¿cómo se llama? Astigmatismo, tienen distintos nombres y cada cosa es distinta. Algunos quiere decir que no enfocas bien con un ojo, el otro es que no ves bien a la distancia, o sea, son distintos problemas y sería raro que el Oculus tenga una solución para todo eso en el coso. Entonces, nada, lo que decía es que no tiene sentido lo que dije. Pero, o sea, estaba dando el ejemplo de que mis lentes son de descanso, o sea, no tienen aumento real, tienen un aumento muy chiquito simplemente para que no me dañe la vista. Pero en el ojo derecho tengo un poquitito más de aumento que en el izquierdo. Pero sí, no, deberías poder usar los lentes con el coso puesto igual, o sea, tienen que tener como lugar para que puedas ponértelos. Yo creo que sí, cuando usé el Oculus, tenía los lentes puestos, me parece. En los dos tengo los mismos cosos, claro. Sí, ya sé, pero a lo mejor usar eso era mejor porque mis gafas usan mucha cosa que no sé cómo se llama. Claro, es aumento, es lo que digo. Es simplemente eso. So, back to English. Okay, so yeah, you basically should be fine. Like, you should be able to use your glasses while wearing the thing. Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm checking this, and basically now I should be able to just go to the, yeah, there's a lot of errors now, and actually I should be going now, but I'm going to try to fix this really quick. So for example, save universe. Now I need to do this, and to get the constellation I should be, yeah, so star seed, I should also have yeah, the reference to the constellation too. So okay, so here I should say constellation ID. Now that's going to work. And now star C is going to be that, and I think under star, well, this is star. Oh, I didn't separate the, okay, whatever. So here, save, this is not going to be used anymore. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really long work. So whatever. Here I have seed, but I also should have the constellation ID. So yeah, I'm passing here the seed, and when I'm creating the things, what's happening? Define planetary system properties, and here I'm passing the star seed, yeah. So here, when I create a star, I should also pass the UID constellation ID. Okay. And so here I would say constellation ID is this, not that, constellation ID. Okay. So now here, when I try to get that, like get the actual thing, I should have a reference to that, and I need to say constellation ID. Well, yeah, I need to be like passing the constellation ID every time, so that's a bit annoying. Yeah, so constellation ID is going to be that. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's really bad. Thank goodness I researched it so I can know. Yeah, of course. It's good to to look up for those kind of things before you do anything. So yeah. Oh man, I really have to go now. Really not good to leave this in this state, because everything is really broken, and I'm also trying to think like how can I do this? How can I do this? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way of like keeping a reference inside inside each one of the things, so that they always know which star they belong to and which constellation they belong to. But I think it's really like not really handy to be needing, like I would need to have this in basically every one of the things. And what I think I could do, is just go to the base class here, and I could create another another class that inherits from this, that already has the reference to the constellation ID, for example, and the star ID too. So maybe that could be helpful, so that I don't repeat a lot of code, kind of like what I'm doing here. And then here, down here, I should do the same thing. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it here. I have to go. I would need to basically just think about a better way to keep references between things. That's what I need to think about more. And yeah, this is a really short stream, so sorry about that, but I don't have a lot of time today. But I should have a little more time on Wednesday, maybe. We'll see. So yeah, we should be able to finish this on Wednesday. Okay, so I'm just going to add this as a task. I'm just going to say here, think of a way. Yeah, this should be another task, actually. So I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to write it here. Okay, perfect. So now this is what we're going to be doing in the next stream, okay? So yeah, sorry for the short stream. I need to go now, so I'm going to be back on Wednesday, okay, as always. And yeah, so be sure to follow me here on Twitch if you haven't already, and also subscribe to YouTube I don't know what way I say YouTube all the time. YouTube. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is, but yeah, be sure to subscribe to YouTube, to my YouTube channel, okay? So that you can watch all of the streams there, okay? That's really good. And you're also going to be helping me a lot. So not only that, but also consider joining the Discord, okay? As always, I recommend you joining the Discord if you want to get notifications for when I go live. And for some reason, Nightbot is not working. Okay, it took some time for it to actually send the message, but whatever. So if you want to get notified when I go live, just join the Discord. I always notify everyone. And you can also share anything you like there, anything you're working on, art, games, music, whatever you want. You can get feedback too, so that's great. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, okay? So thank you very much everyone for watching. Thank you Bread Monster for chatting. Thank you Lou, thank you Ciala, thank you everyone who chatted today, and thank you everyone who chatted and who who watched the stream. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next stream, okay? Bye bye.